I hope y'all have been having a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. Huge shout out to the veterans. Super grateful for all your sacrifice to provide us here in America with the freedoms that we have. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do for our country. Now, I want to jump into some Memorial Day sales because this is a big time in tech where they're dropping a lot of sales. We've seen some major price drops over the weekend, and I want to point those out to you. Now, first and foremost is the Lenovo Yoga Pro 9i. This is the 16-inch model, just released at 2024, and they're already throwing a $630 discount at bestbuy.com. It comes with a 3.2K touchscreen display. This is not pen compatible. Keep that in mind. An Intel Core Ultra 9185H, 32 gigs of RAM, and an RTX 4050 with 1 terabyte of SSD. Now, I've been able to review the 4050 version, and I would say this thing has some power. It really utilizes the performance of that 4050. I should be getting the 4060 version soon, but if you want to watch the full review, it should be out on my channel for the 4050, but $630 off. I think this is a absolutely fantastic buy. Now, the next laptop on the lineup is actually the 14-inch Dell XPS 14. This is a 3.2K OLED display, touchscreen laptop with an Intel Core Ultra 7. 155H, 32 gigs of RAM, Intel Arc graphics, and 1 terabyte of SSD. I just recorded and posted this video. It's Monday, Memorial Day. Links are in the description below, so the pricing should be the exact same. If you want to make a purchase, go ahead, use those links. It provides a small commission to myself to keep this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way, but no extra cost to you. I'm super grateful when you all use those links. Now, I do have the 16-inch model before me, and I think it's a fantastic laptop. I love the modern non-trackpad on the laptop, and that's going to transition into the 14-inch as well. It is a absolutely beautiful laptop, and I just love how like the futuristic vibes of the laptop. I'll switch back over to the screen. It's actually a haptic trackpad that sits right between the two Alt keys. It is a really, really cool laptop, and I've really enjoyed reviewing the 16-inch model here in the studio. But right now, this is $800 off, and for me, to be totally honest, this is a really good price point for this laptop. I don't know if I would pay $2,299 for that laptop, but at $1,499, I think it matches the specs, the features, and the performance that you will get out of the laptop. So that honestly would be the right buy if you've been waiting for the Dell XPS 14. Now, the next one on the lineup is going to be the Samsung Galaxy Book 4 Pro 16. Now, this is not the Pro 360. This is not the Ultra. This is simply the clamshell Book 4 Pro. We're going to have the Intel Core Ultra 7 with 16 gigs of RAM on this laptop. Now, currently at Samsung's website, this one is listed at $1399. So by going with Best Buy, you can save an extra $150 if you've been looking for this laptop. This is going to be the Intel Core Ultra 7 and 16 gigs of RAM, so it's not the full performance option that it comes with. It can get up to the 9 in the CPU, and it can get up to 32 gigs of RAM. But if this is what you've been looking for, now would be a great time to pull the trigger. The next laptop is going to be my personal favorite. I use this laptop on a daily basis. It's actually what I'm running the slides off of right now. This is the Apple MacBook Air 15-inch model. However, this is an even better version than the one I have here before me. I picked up this laptop last year with the M2 chip with 512 gigs of SSD and a 8 gig RAM configuration. This is the 16 gigs of RAM with 1 terabyte. Honestly, I love that I've had the laptop for the past 6 to 9 months, but I'm almost like, man, I should have waited because I would have loved the extra RAM and the extra storage for this laptop. It would have made it all the better of a device for me on the go. But I'm able to edit 6K video on this laptop. I take this with me whenever I go to conferences, and if I have some pretty basic edits, I'll be going to a conference here in a couple of weeks. This thing handles it very well. So definitely something to consider, a really good price point for that laptop. Now, next is going to be the Samsung Viewfinity S9 5K monitor. This is a matte display, comes with Thunderbolt 4, really nice camera on top, $899, normally $1,599. A bit more than I would personally ever spend for a monitor, $1,599, so that this thing is available for $899, almost half off. I would be, if I needed a monitor, I don't need one right now. If I needed a monitor and I wanted super high resolution with a matte display, so it's not all reflective and glossy, I don't like glossy displays, man, this would be a killer device, and it has such great form factor. It's very reminiscent of, like the iMacs, that very, very slim, beautiful form factor that they have going for them. All right. The next one on the lineup is going to be the Lenovo Slim 5 14-inch model. I made a dedicated video to this sale last week. If you caught that, $480 off. This is a fantastic laptop. It is easily my favorite, more on the budget side. It's not cheap, but it is more on the budget-friendly side of 14-inch gaming laptops. It has an OLED display. We have the RTX 4060, 1 terabyte of storage, and the latest Ryzen, last year's Ryzen 7 7840HS and 16 gigs of RAM. But I will say that this laptop keeps up. It's right on the heels of the HP Omen Transcend and the G14. So this is definitely a fantastic buy. And the price point to me is just right. You have an aluminum build quality, great trackpad, beautiful display, really nice, easy to use keyboard. Man, it's one that I would definitely consider picking up, and the sale right now is phenomenal. Next would be the Alienware M16R2, another one I made a dedicated video of last week, and it still is running the sale. It says on the main page that the countdown, it will end at midnight today. So keep in mind that these sales will run out. This one is $1549, normally $1849, so you got $300 off the M16R2. Great laptop, RTX 4070. I love the build quality of this laptop. To me, it's like a even more premium version of something like a Lenovo Legion Pro 5i. So it's a beautiful laptop. One of my favorite features is the light up trackpad. See how this like lights up blue around it? I just think it's super, super cool. Okay, next on the lineup is going to be the Samsung 34-inch curved display. Okay, we have Thunderbolt 4, built-in speakers, $350 off, so $450 monitor. Man, great price for such a big display. I think this would make a fantastic single screen setup for somebody looking for some more screen real estate, and a great price point on this on this screen. Okay, next is going to be a more budget-friendly option, the VivoBook 16. This is a Ryzen 7 5800HS with 12 gigs of memory and a 512 gig SSD. I actually bought one of these a few months back for one of my employees, and it works super well. It's really snappy. It's not going to be the best video editing device, but it will be great for using, Word docs, software, writing emails, even doing like photo editing, graphic design work. This is a fantastic laptop for that use case. Remember that there are way more sales happening right now, but these are the ones that I picked out as my top favorites. Links are in the description below. If you're ready to make a purchase and you use those links, I'll get a small commission, but at no extra cost to you. But of course, that's what keeps this channel alive and the helpful content coming your way. I'll see you guys here in the next video.